Okay, this is a look at the situation at Montelimar on the start of the third turn. What I've done so far is I've sort of changed the coloured discs from what they were before, because it didn't really make sense. So what we're doing now, the one that isn't actually claimed by anyone are in yellow. If the Americans claim one, they're in green, and if the Germans claim one, they'll be in blue, but there aren't any German claims on the board at the moment. This is tracked against the victory point tracker over there, so you just total up the number of points you've got for the hexes that you occupy at this particular point. It's not the only thing that's tracked. You're also tracking casualties and exiting from the map, etc. for the Germans. So anything else I've done? Yeah. I've noticed that on the back of the book there's some errata here, right at the back, behind the credits. Something you could miss. Doesn't seem to be anything too drastic. It just seems that your divisional half tracks are marked as road instead of half track, and German engineers, they don't have the inherent flamethrower support weapon on the back of the counters, but they do on the front. Other things, I've retrieved the document here that explains line of sight in CSS, which was I printed off for the Guam game, and I've also retrieved these little help sheets as well, which I printed off for Guam. Oh, one other thing is this French unit here. This combat group is actually part of the French 1st Armoured Division. Now, originally they were going to let the French take the place of Task Force Butler, but the American High Command decided that they couldn't trust the French to do this job. Now, whether that's real, I don't know. It's just the way things went. This is an American operation primarily, and the Free French are playing a fairly small part. So they never got their day. But there is an option to actually play with the French instead of Task Force Butler. No, all that's really gone on at the moment is there's only 2 chits in the cup. There's the Allied Direct Command chit, and there's the Task Force Butler chit. Now, the thing about the Task Force Butler chit, it's not like any other chit. So long as Task Force Butler is in existence, which it doesn't stay in existence, it actually gets merged into the 36th Infantry Division when that division arrives. I've lost my train of thought for a second. Yeah, so really all I've done is move the units whenever I can to get them into position here. Now, oh yeah, Task Force Butler, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay dispatch points to put it in the cup. It's always in the cup while the task force exists. If you do use it, it does increase the divisional fatigue once for every time you use it. I believe even if it isn't in the cup, no, I won't mention that, so I'm not entirely sure about that rule at this stage. So the Americans are moving into these positions and have started digging foxholes here, which is probably I think that's all they can do until they get an engineering unit. And they've claimed a few of the victory point hexes around them. They'll probably send some armour off to claim a few more in the next few hours. I think that's it. I haven't got a lot more to say at the moment. I've mentioned that this is a really simple game to set up. Some people would say, no. I suppose some people would say, well, why not just have a historical setup and just get rid of the first few turns? But the reason the first few turns are there in the campaign game is to give you the option to decide where you want to fight the Germans. Do you want to fight near Montelimar? Do you want to fight up in the north? Or do you want to fight in the historical position? Okay, that's it.